Hello everybody and welcome back to another week on That's Football and the latest football transfer news, and it's kicked off greatly for me as a Manchester United fan. I'm sure you've seen it all on the United stand. Manchester United, here we go. Fabrizio Romano, done deal. Rafael Varane adding to Jadon Sancho. Manchester United have definitely hit this transfer window. I wouldn't say running, but what's everybody else doing? Konate's gone to Liverpool. Arsenal have bought a couple of players. I think Spurs are working on things, but Chelsea, City, very, very quiet at the moment. And United with Sancho and Varane, and look, they've got the gap to close. Man City could probably sit there with what they've got and go, we're fine. But actually, Aguero has gone. So they've got to do something, Man City, as of Chelsea. They're both looking for strikers. Is this going to be the big week? And the reason I say that is that with Manchester United bringing Varane in and Sancho, they know they've definitely got two players there that are going to be available for the first game of the season on August the 14th against Leeds. But if you're Chelsea and you're Manchester City, what are you doing on that opening weekend? Because the last time I checked, I think Chelsea have got a relatively difficult start to the season. And Man City have got a couple of games that could be potential banana skins for them as well. So it's not like they're playing Norwich and other teams like that in the first few weeks. You want to hit the ground running. You know when you're up against a Man City or even a Liverpool on form that even 3 points being dropped at the start of the season could be critical to your title chances. So I feel that this week's got to be a big week. This week and certainly next week are big weeks because you want to get these players part of your squad for that first game of the season. There's only 3 games, then there's an international break. Are you going to gamble those first 3 games of the season and potentially drop some points that could be crucial at the end of the season? So what are Chelsea doing? What are Man City doing? Are Liverpool going to do anything else? Arsenal, Spurs, Leicester have done a bit, but United at the moment, big front runners. Varane to United. Here we go. Fabrizio Romano today. That deal is done. Sancho, as we know, is officially being announced as well. So Man United making moves. And yes, United were the team that finished second last year. Chelsea weren't far behind and they won the Champions League. And there's this assumption that Chelsea are in a better position to fight City than United and Liverpool. But I wouldn't sleep on United. I know as a United fan, I don't know that we can win a title. I think we need a holding midfielder. But we've got five more weeks to do that. Have Chelsea and Man City got enough to hit this season? What are they going to do that's quick? Why are they waiting? Is it because, in Man City's case, Jack Grealish and Harry Kane are currently on holiday? There's no point in pushing for medicals because they can't be done till early August anyway. From Chelsea's point of view, Erling Haaland's been back in training for Dortmund for a while. Dortmund, as per Fabrizio Romano on my show this afternoon on the United Stand, I asked him about United and Haaland and whether that can happen. He said it's very, very unlikely, but it's interesting to see what happens with Haaland and what happens with Chelsea. But at the moment, he spoke to Dortmund sources at the weekend, and Chelsea have not made any inquiries about Haaland at the moment. And Dortmund are expecting that, as things stand, he'll be a Dortmund player next season. And then next summer, there'll be this auction for £75 million, which is the release clause for Haaland, and he will go next summer. But will Chelsea make the move? I think they have got the money to do it. Can I just jump in here as well? I've dropped the link in the video description for my Twitch channel. I used to do career modes on here. I'm starting a brand new FIFA career mode tonight at about 10:30 UK time. I've dropped the link in the video description for my Twitch channel. It's a club I've never done before. And it will take us about the next 6-7 weeks until the new, next couple of months until the new FIFA comes out. So it's going to be a good career mode and it's going to be on Twitch. The link's in the video description. It kicks off tonight, literally. But so make sure you click that link and give me a follow and we'll be live at 10:30 tonight. But yes, I think Chelsea are capable of anything in this transfer window and they want a top-class striker. It's a weird summer. It's a really weird summer. As a United fan, I wouldn't have expected us to go and get the number 1 target, Rafael Varane. We know, Romano said, look, Chelsea were looking at Varane, but he wasn't the priority. What is Chelsea's priority? They're not going to do nothing. Is it going to be Declan Rice from West Ham for 70 million? Are they going to go for, not for Varane, for Haaland for 130, 150 million? Are they going to try the chance their arm with Harry Kane? Is Harry Kane going to go to City? What's Jack Grealish going to do? Could Grealish go to Chelsea? Could he go to City? Is he going to stay at Villa? I think the next 2 weeks are pivotal, and I think this week we will start to see some movement because over the next week, the English players are going to come back. Everybody's going to be back in training for their club teams, apart from the Olympic players, in early August. And that, to me, is like, we're 3 weeks out now. We're less than 3 weeks out now from the start of the Premier League season. If you're going to get your players in, and I would warn City and Chelsea and Liverpool that you do need your players in for those first few games of the season because you can't afford to be playing catch-up when the season really gets going and you might pick up injuries and stuff. And, I do think that there is going to be some activity. Chelsea are not a team that normally lets their priorities wander into the season starting. Man City don't normally do that either. So expect activity around Chelsea and Man City over the next week to 2 weeks. Certainly, I think they're going to do big things. Are they going to eclipse what United have done? United have had it all their own way at the moment. Sancho was a big deal. Varane is a big deal. Not only in this country, but in European football, we've hit them heights. What are other clubs doing? What are they going to do? We've seen PSG with Ramos, but where's the big move? Are Madrid going to use some of that Varane money to try and get Mbappe with a year left on his contract? Is there a possibility for anybody else to do anything? If Mbappe's going to Madrid, why is he not going to Man City? Why is he not going to Chelsea? They can afford it. So I feel that this transfer window's got a few more headlines yet. I don't think it's all going to be United's way. And as a United fan, I hope we can go out and get a really good midfielder. We've got Varane, we've got Sancho. But I think there's headlines there still to be written. Man City need a striker. Chelsea need a striker. They're probably looking at a midfielder as well. What are they going to do? Liverpool, are they hamstrung? Have they got any plans? We'll have to wait and see. Get in the comments though. I want you in the comments to tell us what you think is going to happen over the next couple of weeks. I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. I still think Chelsea are going to pull something off big. I don't know whether it's Haaland. I think they're going to do something big. And I still think Man City are going to do something big. I don't know whether Harry Kane's going to leave Spurs, but Jack Grealish, Man City, can they do Grealish and Kane? I mean, one's over 100 million, one's not far off 100 million. I don't think they can do that. I don't think Man City can do that, but we'll have to wait and see. Get your comments in below, smash a like on the video, and make sure to join me on Twitch tonight at around 10:30 for the start of a brand new FIFA career mode. It's going to be good fun. Speak to you in a bit.